Okay, I want everyone to be honest right now. Everyone in this room, be honest. No lie, no lie, okay? Raise your hand if you recycle all your batteries. Raise your hand if you throw your batteries away. Disappointing, disappointing. Raise your hand if you have a plastic bag or a drawer and you stuff it in there and it just sits there. That's interesting. Because
one of the main problems with battery recycling and e-waste in general is lack of access. Domestically, e-waste and battery recycling is few and far between. As we move to renewable energy, we increasingly rely on batteries for energy storage. The problem with that is it's resource intensive, and that's quite bad for the environment.
The Hawaii State House of Representatives introduced House Bill 1576, which states or mandates that retail stores should include battery recycling programs. This emphasizes, or the lack of the bill passing emphasizes the lack of state laws that regulate this environmental issue.
And I also want to emphasize that there's currently really only one kind of legislation relating to this, and technically it is legal for you to throw away your alkaline batteries, so that's your AA and your AAA. Technically it's legal. The EPA strongly recommends it, but a strong recommendation isn't enough.
So, we saw firsthand how many people contribute to the landfills with their batteries, right? The problem with that is that there's dangerous chemicals inside of these batteries, such as something called cadmium. Cadmium is a cancer chemical that causes cancer of the lungs, the prostate, and the pancreas. These chemicals get into our soil and our water systems that we drink from. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be drinking chemicals in my water.
That's why we created EcoCell, yay! So here is a quick overview of our multi-pronged approach. As you can see, it all starts with awareness. So just spreading the word, having everyone know what's going on. And the underlying solution for this is legislation.
In a few words, who would like to know the implications of regulation?
Yeah.
Well, after a bill passes, then that increases incentives for battery manufacturers to take in their original batteries. And that saves the environment one at a time.
However, legislation is going to take a long time, and especially living here in Hawaii. And so we have came up with a sort of stopgap solution. And again, it starts with awareness. So let's take a journey. Let's say we have a customer. Customer's name is Cami. Cami has found out about our program through our marketing campaign.
Our marketing campaign covers what the consumer should do with their batteries instead of throwing them away, which is like either turn them into us or like keep it at home. On the next slide, you'll see one of our awareness campaigns on social media, depicting the various effects of throwing away your batteries, and hopefully it'll get them to like stop throwing them away.
So now that Cami knows about this campaign and she knows the negative effects, the next step is to turn in your batteries to us. So that can be done in one of three ways. You can call us and we'll pick up your batteries for you. You can drop off your batteries at one of our drop-off boxes, or you can mail them in. And this is an example of what one of the drop-off boxes would look like. These would be placed in outside of grocery stores. And as you can see, there are logos and advertisements for local businesses and companies. And that's because we want to really connect the community. And this would also be one of our revenue streams where companies could pay and have their advertisements on our recycling boxes.
Our fourth solution is partnership. Through working with places like Call to Recycle, Redwood Materials, Battery Stewardship Council, we could get grants to receive funding for these boxes. working with EnviroStream, who actually has a machine that can recycle these batteries, we pretty much have the problem solved with this.
And Gavin mentioned storage, and storage is extremely important because we need a place to, after we collect all these batteries, we need a place to store it in a safe and efficient way. So the main point of this storage solution is that it must be climate controlled, because the lower the temperature is, the less likely it is for these batteries to explode.
Did you know 720,000 pounds of batteries are contributed to landfills each year from Hawaii alone? That is equal to the combined weight of 360 Toyota Tacomas. 95% of those batteries can be recovered. Only 5% are recycled today. That's $354,000 worth of lithium waste.
And here we see a quick graphic of our competitors currently. At the top you can see we have Home Depot, battery bills, and then just your regular trash can at home. And on the left, these are all important features in a successful recycling company. And I don't know if you guys knew, but awesomeness is actually one of those features. On the top, on the right, you can see that we check off all these boxes. And you might be wondering why there's an X next to the free row, and that's because while you can drop off your batteries for free at our recycling boxes, you can also pay a little extra, and as mentioned before, you can mail it to us or you can call us and we'll pick it up.
So, the problem with the other recycling programs. There are only 2 battery bills locations, one on Oahu, one on Big Island. There are only 2 Home Depots, both on Honolulu, participating in the recycling program. This creates inaccessible recycling for you at home. 16.4% of people living in Hawaii are unable to recycle their batteries. That doesn't include the people on Oahu and Big Island and Honolulu that aren't able to go to one of these locations. So you're probably wondering, why us? What connection do we have with the problem? Why us 14-year-olds?
Hi everybody, my name is Dylan. I used to work in consumer tech repair, so I fix iPhones, that type of stuff. From what I noticed working in that type of field, that I've noticed that batteries are like the component that needed to be replaced the most. So for example, your new iPhone, in 2 years, the battery capacity, or like the amount of charge it can hold, greatly decreases. So that's how I kind of sort of identified that problem and then presented it.
One thing is for certain is that I work all over the Big Island, and one thing I've noticed is that all my job requirements require batteries. That is why I support the solution in recycling batteries.
Aloha, I'm Kim, and as an environmental activist and executive director of Hawaii Youth Climate Coalition with a computer science background in software development, I was curious about where do the stored components go in batteries after torn down use. And that makes me wonder, what happens after?
And my name is Caden. I'm just a guy. I have a lot of batteries at home and they're just sitting in this plastic bag. I don't know what to do with them. So I feel your pain, it's okay.
There's so much more we can still achieve. Now that you know about EcoCell, you might wonder, what can we do now? Donate your batteries to us. Don't throw them away. Let us be responsible for the storage of your batteries until they are able to be recycled. Push the regulations. Let the state know this issue is widespread.
And obviously regulation is going to be the best, most permanent solution to this problem. But as for EcoCell, what we are looking for is engineers, and we're looking for storage experts. And these two types of people, they will help give us valuable information and mentorship to continue this kind of stopgap solution. Thank you very much.